Across every continent, in every forgotten ruin and sacred text, a single question lingers. Where did we come from? The answers we've been given, evolution, religion, chance, explain some of it, but not all. Not the sudden rise of human intelligence. Not the ancient megaliths that defy engineering logic. Not the global flood myths, or the shared memory of beings from the sky. And now, modern science, archaeology, and classified government reports are uncovering something chilling. What if we are not alone, and never were? What if beings from other worlds shaped our past, and are now preparing to return? This is not science fiction. This is ancient reality. Buried, denied, and now breaking through. This is Ancient Aliens. Let's journey back to the beginning. Not the beginning of time, but the beginning of memory. In Egypt, the Great Pyramid rises not as a tomb, but as a machine, precisely aligned with the stars, layered with mathematical constants, and filled with chambers we still don't understand. Why did ancient builders construct a monument with internal shafts aligning with the belt of Orion? Why do similar alignments appear in Teotihuacan, Mexico, and Angkor Wat in Cambodia? Is it coincidence or a global plan? Archaeologists suggest manpower and ingenuity, but to move 70-ton stones with millimeter precision, without advanced tools, and the mystery multiplies. In Lebanon's Baalbek lies the stone of the pregnant woman, 1,000 tons of solid rock. Who moved it? Why? The same questions echo from the Moai of Easter Island to the trilithons of Stonehenge. Every ancient culture builds toward the stars. Every myth speaks of teachers, gods, or those who came from the sky. Why? Because they were waiting for someone to return? Or because they were sending a message across millennia? In the deserts of ancient Mesopotamia, modern-day Iraq, clay tablets from the Sumerians reveal a cosmic origin, the Anunnaki. Those who came from heaven to earth. According to the Enuma Elish, they did not merely observe, they intervened. They mined for resources. They fought among themselves. And, most shockingly, they engineered Homo sapiens as a labor force, blending their essence with the primitive hominids of Earth. This story is eerily mirrored in Genesis. Let us make man in our image. But who is us? Why plural? Was the serpent in the Garden of Eden a metaphor for genetic knowledge? Was the forbidden fruit consciousness? Was original sin evolution beyond control? In text, Enki is portrayed as the scientist, and Lil, the overseer. A battle for control of the new hybrid species. Us. Some say the flood wasn't a punishment for sin, but a biological reset. A failed experiment. Cleaned by water. Half a world away, the Vedic texts of ancient India describe gods riding Vimanas, flying chariots of immense power. They were not metaphors. Texts like the Mahabharata detail wars fought in the sky, weapons of unimaginable destruction, cities reduced to ash. One passage reads, "A single projectile charged with the power of the universe, an iron thunderbolt, a gigantic messenger of death." The battlefield aftermath sounds like a modern nuclear zone. Hair falls out, water is poisoned, birds drop from the sky, and then silence. Archaeologists at Mohenjo-Daro found skeletons lying in the streets, holding hands. Traces of radiation. Walls fused like glass. If this was not divine fantasy, then who was fighting who? Was it a war of rival alien factions? And was Earth their battlefield? Are we the spoils of that war? Ancient monuments align with the cosmos in ways too precise to dismiss. Teotihuacan's layout matches the solar system. Stonehenge marks solstices with surgical accuracy. The Temple of Karnak in Egypt was built to track Sirius, long before telescopes existed. But why this obsession with the stars? The Dogon people of Mali speak of beings from Sirius B, a star invisible to the naked eye until modern times. How did they know? How did the ancient Chinese build observatories that tracked planetary cycles thousands of years ago? Were they guided, or were they remembering? More chilling is this. Many of these alignments converge around one time, the end of certain cycles. Were these celestial clocks? Were they countdowns? Within every cell of your body lies a blueprint, a code so intricate and sophisticated it rivals the most advanced software ever conceived. DNA. But what if this isn't merely a biological instruction manual? What if it's also a message? In 2003, the Human Genome Project unveiled that over 97% of our DNA doesn't code for proteins. Labeled as non-coding, or colloquially as junk DNA, its purpose remains largely enigmatic. Yet, some scientists propose that this vast expanse might harbor hidden messages or functions. Intriguingly, researchers have identified repeating numerical patterns within these sequences, arrangements that appear deliberate, perhaps even artificial. The SETI, Search for Extraterrestrial Intelligence program, once posited that the most secure place for an advanced civilization to embed a message would be within the genetic code of a species. After all, DNA is remarkably stable and perpetuates across generations. Could it be that we're carriers of an extraterrestrial communique, encoded within our very essence? Is our evolution a scripted journey with predetermined milestones? Are we approaching a pivotal biological event, an unlocking that will unveil our true origins? December 21st, 2012, a date that stirred global intrigue and apprehension. This day marked the conclusion of the Mayan long count calendar, culminating a 5,126-year cycle. Contrary to apocalyptic interpretations, the Maya viewed this transition as the end of one era and the dawn of another. Parallel to this, the Hopi people speak of the Day of Purification, a prophesied period of upheaval leading to renewal. They envision a time when the world undergoes cleansing through elemental forces, paving the way for a harmonious existence. The Aztecs believed we inhabit the era of the fifth sun, destined to end through catastrophic earthquakes, a belief underscored by their rich mythology and rituals aimed at sustaining cosmic balance. In ancient Egyptian cosmology, time is cyclical. Deities like Ra embody the perpetual cycle of death and rebirth, symbolizing the eternal return and the potential for renewal after destruction. Hindu tradition describes our current epoch as the Kali Yuga, an age marked by moral decline and spiritual degradation. Some interpretations suggest this era is nearing its end, heralding a transformative period that could reshape humanity's trajectory. Could these diverse calendars and prophecies be synchronized countdowns, not to natural cataclysms, but to a moment of contact? Or perhaps a time of reckoning? In recent decades, the skies have unveiled phenomena that challenge our understanding of physics and aerospace technology. On March 13, 1997, are we prepared to embrace a broader cosmic narrative? To evolve beyond our current limitations? Is the end closer than we thought? Or is it merely the beginning of a new chapter in the human saga? This is Ancient Aliens. And the answers lie not in the distant past, but in the choices we make today.